В классической версии было заданием, как бы не помню, честно говоря, давали за него опыт или нет, за этапы прохождения. Но в расширенном издании, в принципе, остались только сами голоса. Собственно, начинается, как только мы появляемся, собственно, на этом острове. Первый голос слышим, точнее, в ролике, после того, как корабль атакован, и до пробуждения мы слышим голос. Ну а дальше в 4 местах. То есть Тирамант, засада исчадий возле, вернее, по пути к святилищу Амадии. Саламандры тоже возле святилища. Ну, либо с другой стороны, если обойти, либо если спуститься по веревке за святилищем. То есть, ну, все противники рядовые, как бы смысла даже бои показывать с ними нету. Ну, единственное, что саламандры маленько посерьезнее, чем исчадия и первые скелеты. Как бы проблем с ними не возникнет. И последний это у нас Молох Пустоты. С ним бой сохранил, как бы откуда удачнее всего зайти, чтобы на выгодную позицию быть, потому что внизу, если будете, то с высоты вас скелеты довольно сильно надамажат. Опять же, играя в двух персонажей, у обоих волк-одиночка, проблем вообще никаких с Молохом. То есть довольно простой противник. В полной группе, ну, скажем так, посерьезнее враги будут. Тут, как и везде на этом первом острове, снаряжение практически только базовое, то, что попадается. То есть специально не покупал навыки мощные, не покупал снаряжение. То есть чисто вот то, что попадается, так сказать, как у игрока, который играет первый раз, не знает, где чего добыть, где как сэкономить. То есть, ну, тем не менее, бой довольно легкий. Никаких особых проблем не возникает.
Come, lie upon my altar.
That was quite presumptuous.
I must say, I was hoping to enjoy a smug. Lacking skin may make me a target. However, they are in.
Ну и, собственно, разобравшись с Молохом, идем заканчивать задание. То есть чуть дальше за ним имеется статуя. Идем в эту статую. Ну и, собственно, встречаемся со своим божеством. Как бы, ну, у разных персонажей, соответственно, маленько по-разному будут происходить диалоги. Ну, на примере Красного Принца, то есть примерно о чем речь идет, можно понять. Хотя, скажем так, у того же Фейна диалог с его божеством будет значительно отличаться. Ну, Фейна это вообще отдельная история. Тут в чертогах Эха, в принципе, вообще ничего. То есть просто идем и разговариваем. В принципе, от ответов ничего особо не зависит.
Amid the soundless air of this alien world, a phantom-like figure awaits. She too is a lizard, as you can tell. But there are telltale details in her features that conjure memories of incense, the onyx eyes, three-layered crown, and feathered shoulders. You recognize her from the statues that stand tall in desert sands. She is the goddess Zor.
Red Prince, welcome be. May your words command the rivers. May your hands direct the winds. Red Prince, it is an honor.
To your surprise, the goddess sinks to her knees and bows before you in reverence.
Then you have prayed in vain.
She rises and considers you with deep-set admiration, like one would a work of...
Red Prince, God-child, truest ruby of all realms. Tell me, do you know why you are red? Yes. The tale of your birth and the love born to you by the sun will always remain a part. But I think there is another reason for your brightness. You are red, Red Prince, because all of them is you are carnage, and you are Concord, the Lord of War and Lord. That is why I saved you from the all-consuming sea, why I soothed your lungs with my breath. Red Prince, you are greater than all others, for you are the sum of all. I would see that man a god. No, a goddess no longer. Robbed, we, the Seven, are gathered here in these horrid halls of echoes. Dead spirits, but none of us will be the one. One of our children instead. A god woken like you. I have chosen you. You are to be my champion. Those days are over. Only one can don his head with stars and wield. A great battle is being waged. It is the powers of all divinity must unite. And they must unite in you, the paragon of lizards. Our kind must rule this war. Take up the mantle, Red Prince. All.
As she speaks these last 4 words, the outline of the goddess shimmers, shakes, then transfigures. She stands before you in the guise of her, the woman you've been dreaming of for as long as you can remember. She is unparalleled beauty, and her skin's as red as yours. Yes, here she stands, your deepest secret, your deepest desire. She whom you've longed for since your soul slipped into consciousness.
Just look at you, Red Prince. Standing there in all your silence. I could drop a stone into the well of your heart, and it would take the span of a son's life for the little traveler to hit bottom. It is a good thing for the Life Shaper to possess such affection. For she too, your secret love. Now of divinity, let me give you a taste.
She steps close, puts her hand on your chest.
По завершении диалога получаем новый скилл, новое умение благословления. По большому счету понадобится в основном для квестов. Как бы в бою, ну, можно кое-где использовать, но, скажем так, умения истока есть более интересные, чем это умение. Если бы благословление не использовало энергию истока, был бы вполне себе полезный навык боевой. А так, ну, можно использовать на той же воде. Но опять же, если у вас в команде нежить, то уже считайте, вам этот навык бесполезен. Потому что если обычные персонажи живые, то есть получают регенерацию от благословления воды, то нежить наоборот получает урон, причем урон наносится по физической броне, что если у вас нежить, ну, скажем так, больше маг, то будет крайне быстро его раздамаживать.
Every second we spent in that hellish... Interesting? You thought it was interesting, Do you know what's interesting? Watching an entire world be strangled by the roots of doom? I don't know what you're talking about. I am perfectly... Anyway, as interesting as that cold hellscape might have been, it does not solve our problem. We are here to... It's already helping more than it... The fate of the world depends on our ability. We need to travel across the land, gathering clues, experimenting with different... Of course, for us to do that, we must avoid being eaten by the servants of the Great Acorn. And that is where our big fool... Quirkers! Quirkers! It thinks it can use magic and... No! I am not going to share our magic with it. Very well, I cannot give it magic, but I can teach it how to forge one spell.
The squirrel reaches out, touching your foot with a delicate paw, and you feel your...
There. Maybe now your pet will have a fighting chance. Yeah?
I must say, I was hoping... Lacking skin, however, they are infuriating when they get in one's skull. I can barely... Indeed, so I gathered from your earlier prattling. I also met... someone. Oh no, she was a god, by your standards. When I wore flesh, I knew her as the Lady Armadia. She was one of the 7 lords that served our king. Oh no, they're quite gone. The 7 seem to be all that remains. Well, I'm not sure what they are. Not quite gods, but not quite eternals. No, they are something else entirely. Naturally, they acted as any lords would. They bowed to their king and sneered at their lessers. And there was an awful lot of sneering, even back then. One can only imagine how much there is now. Oh, what do you want from me? I'm not here to gossip and titter about... If you wish to know what they were like, You need only to look at yourselves. Each of the races were crafted not just in the image of their gods, but Frogir was large and strong as his orcs, Zantezza quick and witty as an imp, and Rallick prone to bouts of fighting and boasting, much like every human I've ever encountered. You were crafted as an act of ego, but one can hardly hold that against the creatures. In truth, the lords never troubled themselves with too much imagination. Yes, well, if you are quite finished wasting my time, I believe we have some business to get on with. What would I do? Oh, dear heart, it is not a question. It is only fitting after all. You worshipped the Eternals as gods. Why not follow one as divine? Yes. And how is that working out, I wonder? Perhaps if your precious Lucian had been a little less mortal, you would still have a divine, and the Voidwoken would not... Honestly, you turn your back for just a few millennia, and the world goes to stink. The Lady Armadia has laid out the plight of the world, and begged me to... It is a grave responsibility, but one that I gladly accept.